Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Monday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Bofuri. Oh boy! So in the last episode of Bofuri, well, the event kind of came to a big end there. Our girls, they fought some bosses, they committed some war crimes. The turtle is big now, and now Maple is just Master Roshi. I swear to God, every time I think like, oh yeah, no, Maple can't do anything more to violate the Geneva Convention. She finds like clauses in the Geneva Convention that the Geneva Convention doesn't even know about. Like, oh geez, like this is honestly like one of the things I look forward to the most out of all the anime I watch, just because it's like I don't got to worry about story. I don't got to worry about like fucking like narrative. I don't got to worry about like fucking the characterization. I don't got to worry about the main character being a simp. It's just no. Little Lolly goes into a fucking poorly made VR game and just fucking shits on everything. Okay. All right then. Let's get in here then. Let's see. But yeah, so let's go. So I don't know if we got a next time on Dragon Ball Z here. I don't think we do on this show. So let's go ahead and see what Maple and her giant acid rain turtle can do, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh boy. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, what more she can do to up the ante. Because we're only, like, oh, CG cars, we're back in the shit world. Like, we're only in episode 6, you know? Oh, her name is Risa, okay. Yeah, you might start seeing stat pages in real life. That's kind of weird. You might try and eat a classmate, you know, like that happened to Steve, you know. He's still in jail. Fucking nerd. Kate, have you been playing the video games again? I can't believe it. A high schooler playing video games? God, I really want her to just fucking just like manifest a shield in real life and just fucking hit him. Cage, you fucking retard. Is this gonna be a real Is this gonna be a real life episode? We're gonna spend time away from the video game? Is that what it's gonna be? It's gonna be a full episode, real life, no bullshit. Because they ran out of money for the bad CG. They gotta use all the bad CG money on cars. God. How dumb would it be if, like, in, like, the last minute, fucking, like, shit just took, like, a immediate, like, left turn plot-wise, and it was just like, oh yeah, no, the video game's merging with real life. Turns out real life has all the bad gameplay mechanics as well. Seriously, who the fuck is Reda Stolfo? Who is she, and does she have a penis? I need to know. I gotta keep track of these things. And if Cade spends time out of the game though, her turtle might get lonely. Cause time was it like 1 hour in the real world is like fucking like a week in game? Like her turtle's gonna starve to death. Oh jeez, oh fuck. Go fucking smash cut Cade in real life. She's only got one friend. In the video game, she's got like a shit zillion. Up, and she logs back in anyway, taking a break. It's been 3 days. Good, we skipped the boring real life shit. Attention gamers, it's gamer time. But they don't have a guild, though. Oh my god, it's a fucking Final Fantasy 14 thing. It's the reason, this is the reason I don't like fucking a lot of shit in Final Fantasy 14. Because they have a limited number of fucking housing resources. Meanwhile, in Star Wars, I've got 6 houses. And they're all instant, so I don't gotta worry about that shit. Nice how they introduce these bright bug things and then... Oh, hey, look, it's the Konosuba house. That's not just me, right? That was the Konosuba house. So yeah, so another bad game design thing. Eventually, you'll just hit a point where there's literally not enough houses to keep going. In Final Fantasy, there's people that are camping fucking, or at least last time I played it. In Final Fantasy, there were people camping, the fucking snowy area because there was going to be a new housing district opening in that town. I don't think it ever did, but people were fucking camping the Aetheryte, doing literally nothing. Why does she look like a Stolfo, though? And she's very clearly a dude playing a female character. I can tell. And yet, you could probably kick his ass, because he probably plays the game like a sane person. How long until Cade just tries to kill him? They're gonna live in the dumb tree. CG doors. Definitely something bringing down the property value. How in the fuck has nobody grabbed this one? This would be the first one I would grab. Fucking boring-ass houses in Konosuba mansions? Fuck that. That thing's just a fucking treehouse. Like, literally a tree that is also a house. That is the coolest shit. How did, like, is it because it's, like, not in the middle of town, so, like, the commute is kind of annoying? But don't they have fast travel? Clearly, you gotta just make a guild. Come on now. Only 50 members? That's kinda small for a guild cap, isn't it? They're just gonna make a guild of losers. But it's all losers. But it's all losers that are fucking just gonna break the game. Yeah, hooray for balls. Man, I can't believe Balls Deep 69 is getting balls deep. Balls deep in is. Whatever her fucking name is. We don't know what their sex is. It's actually concerning and none of us want to ask. There's no way Balls is not already in a guild. How in the fuck has he not joined a guild already? He has a full team. He has a full fucking squad of guys last time we saw. Did they kick him out for being a fucking idiot and getting killed by a pigeon? Alright, so they have Samurai Girl, Gender Indeterminate, Balls Deep 69, and the Smith. I mean, already this is a pretty big, pretty, like, decent looking guild. They got a crafter, they got a they got 2 DPS, they got a tank as a guild master. They've got a lore nerd. They've, I mean, this is honestly already starting out to be a pretty good fucking guild. Especially seeing as being a lore nerd appears to actually be a tangible benefit in this game. The maple tree. God damn it, the theming. She is so lucky with all this theming. Holy shit. Yeah. So the commute is irrelevant. She hasn't been checking the forums, has she? My girl just flying around like Master fucking Roshi, my dude. Like, shit, my dude. Like, just having a pet and the ability telekinesis just seems like the most busted shit. Yeah, so not only is she a lore nerd, but she can do literally every single profession. She can do every profession depending on the day. Like, holy shit, that is busted. Even if she doesn't get the skill she exactly needs on that day, all she has to do is just log out and wait an hour. Like, holy shit. Because I'm assuming it's going, oh hey, it's Groot. Because I'm assuming it's going by in-game days, because that's what Maple shit goes. Man, I can't believe Balls is just letting Sally do all the work. Well, isn't he a higher level than them, or? Ah yes, Fireball! The solution to all problems. 5d6 in an area I can see, fuck you! That is busted! Holy fuck, that is busted! Maple doesn't even, like, Maple didn't even need to try to break the game as hard as she has. Fucking meanwhile, Sally's out here just, like, being like, oh yeah. Oh, he's a tank as well, right. So he's a tank, but he put a DPS build up. Alright, then. It's almost as if Maple is playing the game optimally. Like, straight up, like, there comes a point where it's like, no, Maple is the new normal. She has changed the meta to a ridiculous amount. Which means that their guild house now becomes irrelevant because it's on the wrong zone. You see the problem with opening up new worlds? People don't go to the old worlds. And I said, yep, what a concept. So everybody stay logged in. Everybody just stay logged in. Put a bucket underneath you while you're logged in. If you need to pee, just let it go. Well, first you gotta get into trade chat. Looking for more for the guild. Join up, fuckers! Building a guild is the most hardest shit ever. Holy fuck. Like, unless you've got already, like, a full fucking guild of real-life friends. Yep, there, DPS only, please. Yep, that is... Yeah. That's very much correct and very realistic. Yes, go recruit noobs. The more warm bodies you can throw at the opposing guilds, to fucking better your chances. To quote the strategy of the great Kirito, get all the weak people in the front and send them in human wave tactics. He calls this the final solution. God, fucking SAO Abridged is the fucking best thing. Fucking, like, Team 4-Star may have, like, collapsed and eaten shit and just become virtual signaling assholes on Twitter, but at least SAO Abridged is still funny. Yes! Obtain the lollies! Obtain the lollies! Grab them and add them to your pockets. Ugh. So yeah, I just imagine Maple just walking up behind them, picking them up, and just putting them in a backpack. She's such a fucking nerd. I mean, they literally have 50 slots to fill, so I mean, there you go. I love how they've just coordinated their fucking character create. They're probably sitting next to each other in the room, but like, hey, what are you making your character? Let me make it the exact same thing, but they make it a little different. God, you know what would be the most fucked up thing? Sending, like, this game to fucking, like, third world countries where they don't have any food. And the players just, literally, they just play all day just to eat the fucking virtual food and actually get some taste. That'd be sad, but I can imagine it happening. Yui and Mei. See, they match... They fucking matched up their character designs, but not their fucking names. Come on now. No, they just min-max what seems like the best idea. So you've got max attack and zero. So did they both max out attack? Because I missed what the other one maxed out. So max out attack, zero agility. What was the other one maxed out? Just fucking flex on him with the fucking turtle. Just flex on him. You have to get used to Maple breaking the game mechanics. The fucking game just starts fucking glitching out while house catches fire. Oh boy, they're redoing a fight. Oh jeez. Here we go. So you can just redo the boss as much as you want then. That's I mean, hey, I mean, at least they let you redo the progression bosses if you get bored, right? I feel like this would be broken if you could just get carried by someone who'd already done it. You'd think that the game would have to be like, oh yeah, no, you have to put some effort in. You have to do a certain amount of percent before we'll let you through. Oh my god, it makes the fucking Pokeball noise! It makes the fucking Pokeball noise! It does Kagebunshin. The fucking Kitsune does Kagebunshin. Sally is just Naruto. When does she do the sexy jutsu? When does she do the sexy jutsu? When is that happening? For a second there, I thought she was about to have a conversation with her clones, and I was about to be like, okay, yo, what the fuck? Is she splitting her consciousness? She doesn't even have to hold it correctly! The move is so fucking weak against her that she doesn't even have to hold the shield properly, man. Okay, so the clones can talk. Okay. Man, I can't believe they just carried some noobs through. I can't believe it. You're destroying the balance of the game, my guys. Come on. So if they both max out strength, wouldn't they just be able to be Maple but with a fucking sword instead of a shield? Oh, they both max strength. Okay then. Just have them stand behind Cade. Just have them stand behind Cade. Cade blocks the thing, and then when they're on her shield, they just come around with a hammer and bonk. They just broke the table. I like them a lot. That is fucking great. Fucking the murder lollies are out in fucking full effect. Oh, please let them become just like Maple. Please let them become just like Maple. And everyone's being like, oh man, I can't believe the fucking guild's getting full of fucking crazy people. Oh god, oh fuck. Oh boy, alright. So that was fun. Oh, geez, that was fun. So I don't really have all that much to talk about for this one. Like, I mean, just because it was just kind of like retreading stuff that we'd already done. Um, so, hmm. So I mean, like, I'm just kind of just thinking like where we're going from here. I mean, we got the idea like, okay, now you can make guilds. Kind of weird that guilds were not in the game from the beginning. That's kind of weird. You've got guild housing, but it's done in like the worst way possible that actual games do it. Like straight up, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, what is? Can I? I'm just gonna talk mad shit for a minute here. What the fuck is it with fucking like Eastern MMOs doing player housing in the literal worst way possible? Fucking Arcade, you can build a house damn near anywhere. Awesome, except that all of the fucking housing plots that actually kind of like are nice to have already taken. So any remaining housing plots are either really tiny, awkwardly spaced, or are in the way. So like players will literally have to walk through your garden to get to fucking quests. So fuck that. Um, Final Fantasy, that they're instanced away from the rest of the world, which is good. But everyone's house is shares an instance. So split between different districts, which means there's a limited number. So fuck, like, and just more and more and more of that. And just like World of Warcraft did it like the worst way, where it's like, oh yeah, everybody just gets a house by default, but it all looks the same. Fuck it, I know that's not an Eastern one, but still, fuck it, that's garbage. The only game I've seen that has done player housing like in a smart way is Star Wars: The Old Republic, because like you can fucking pick a house on every like major planet, so like Tatooine, Dromancast, Coruscant, fucking Nar Shaddaa, which is where my house is, and I really like it. And you can go ham decorating it. You can invite players around. You can give other players keys to come in whenever they want. And you can even like buy a spaceship to be a guild house, or you can fucking like buy on those same planets larger houses for your guild, which and you can share your houses between your fucking individual characters. That's the best fucking way to do it, but no, that's the only fucking example I've seen of being like that. What the fuck is it with MMOs instituting player houses but doing it in the worst way possible? I just don't understand the fucking idea behind that. What the hell? You might as well just not implement it. Holy shit. Oh boy. Okay, so I guess like for this episode, I guess like we're just mostly just gonna be reviewing because there's not really all that much to talk about. Honestly, this seems like mostly just set up for like the upcoming events. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna say it's kind of funny that just Cade is just like, oh, I'm trying to do video games in real life, haha, and it's kind of cringe, but like in a funny cringe. And I was like, oh god, they're gonna give us an episode of her outside the game. Oh gee, oh fucking please, no, stop. And lo and behold, they got the joke out of the way, and then smash cut to her coming back to the game. That's how you fucking do that, because fucking an episode of her just doing shit in real life, and you're like, oh, hi, it's not a video game, haha. That is dumb, and that cannot hold a fucking 22-minute episode. That shit gets real old, real fast, and I hate it. Stop it. The introduction of the guild was a little clunky, and it does kind of beg the question of like how the fuck did they launch an MMO without a guild system? That's kind of weird. I don't that really makes the developers look incompetent, but I guess that's, you know, fitting with the theme. The method of doing it's kind of weird. And so weird limitation in that, like, oh, you have to hunt down this rare bug to be able to form a guild. I mean, I guess that does kind of solve the issue of lack of player housing a little bit, but it seems like there was a lot of guilds that already had most of the good houses. I will say I do really like how they put the Konosuba mansion in. That was kind of fun. I really like that. Like, it's because, I mean, it's Katakawa. Katakawa gonna Katakawa, so of course, like, that was just kind of fun. Being introduced to the rest of the guilds, like, be like, oh yeah, no, here's Pain and me and this and that. That's pretty fun. I really hope it is on purpose that me looks like a Stolfo, and I really hope that it's secretly a dude. No, I hope that it's actually a chick, but everyone thinks it's a dude because it looks like a Stolfo. I want that bit, but I don't think they're gonna do it because I don't think Katakawa has the rights to Fate. And even then, I don't really want Fate to taint this, because Fate is shit, except for fucking, like, very small parts of it. Just, I don't know, like, the big tree, kind of weird how that one wasn't taken, but it fits thematically. And just kind of getting to see the guild all hang out. Like I said, there's not really all that much going on this episode. It's just a matter of, like, hey, here's the guild building, and here's our general ensemble of characters we have to pick from and deal with. So, that was fun. I like, honestly, this episode is just, like, feel good. Like, there's no, like, maple breaking things. I mean, other than stuff she's already broken, but There's no maple breaking things. It's like, hey, here's some new characters, here's some reintroductions of older characters, and here's two lollies that are basically anti-maple. And That's good. That's fun. I like that. That is neat. All in all, like I'd say that this is just like a fucking 10 out of 10 so far. Because it's literally just like, hey, here's dumb anime MMOs. They would not work in real life. Here's what happens if when anybody with like a fucking modicum of fucking creative thinking would get their hands on these really poorly put together fucking excuses of game design. Like, it's great. And not every episode needs to be this big epic of fucking character development and like, oh hey, here's a big dumb event. Like, I'm not gonna call this filler, because it wasn't filler, it was setup. And it's setup that I really like, and yeah, it's good. It's good. It's fun. But yeah, so that's really all I gotta say. Let me know what you thought of this episode down in your comments, whether you liked it, you disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, like some fucking thematic element that just flew right the fuck over my head. Let me know down there in the comments. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked in the description and on the end card, and there's some little benefits for that, but that's all on the Patreon page. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a